मुझे हमेशा यही लगा है कि फिल्म्स एंड स्टोरीज दैट वी से हमेशा एक ब्लैक व्हाइट पोलराइजेशन होता है, दैट्स व्हाट क्रिएट्स रिलेशनशिप। लेकिन कभी ये से साउथ एशियन, अफ्रीकन, साउथ ईस्ट एशियन, साउथ एशियन, वो इंटरसेक्शनैलिटी कभी आई नहीं है।
मजा तो इसी चीज में है यार, when you start telling stories about different types of people, it's all the more fun to watch. Why was like Delhi such an important part for this story for you?
I just feel like it's a beautiful city. I've shot in different corners of the city, which are now like, like in old monuments, things like that. I have footage of the city, which is like every nook and cranny of the city. It has all the chaos. It has all that stuff which is rough and in your face. But at the same time, I think it has a very chaotic spirituality to it, which is beautiful. So we were talking about the motivation, na? Motivation. अगर हम देखें कि why I possibly got inspired to make it beyond the image itself. कि I think to a certain extent मेरे अंदर में भी कुछ complexes थे, at least I hope थे. I hope they are not there anymore. But कुछ complexes थे to do with my color of skin, जो कि एक मतलब इंडिया में it's quite a common kind of othering जिसे बोलते थे, मतलब especially क्योंकि मैं काफ़ी कंट्री के अंदर मैं काफ़ी इधर उधर घुमा हूँ, स्पेशली एज अ किड। और मैं जब नॉर्थ इंडिया में रहा फर्स्ट टाइम एज से क्लास 6-7, तो मेरी पहले 2-3 साल 4 साल काफ़ी बुलिंग हुई। तो एंड मेनली टू डू विथ शायद मैं था भी इवन अ लॉट मोर डार्कर देन दिस,
बचपन में तो हो ही जाता है, स्कूल टाइम में तो
मेनली आउटडोर ही रहते थे।
Even I was at least like 5 shades darker.
हाँ, तो वो स्लीव का अंदर तो
correct.
that whole situation. तो 3-4 साल काफी रैगिंग हुई। तो जैसे हमें अगर बोले कि अफ्रीकन, कालू, निगर, नीग्रो,
ये सब चीजें स्कूल में बोले जाती थी
हर रोज। वो बहुत लोग मेरे अभी भी सर्कल में ऐसे लोग हैं जो मेरे बहुत क्लोज हैं, जो अभी भी मुझे एज अ जोक
बोल देते हैं,
यही बोलते हैं।
अच्छा।
और बहुतों का बंद भी हो गया है, लेकिन बहुतों का चलता है। तो एक वियर्ड सा मतलब ऑलमोस्ट स्टॉकहोम सिंड्रोम तो नहीं बोलूँगा, बट ये एक चीज़ ऐसी चीज़ है कि आप इन लोगों के साथ क्लोज हो, बट एट द सेम टाइम तो बिकॉज यू आर क्लोज तो आप सह लेते हो, और यू आर रियलाइजिंग कि चलो क्या है, मतलब बोल दिया। तो बचपन में एक्चुअली मुझे जो लगता है, बचपन में कॉम्प्लेक्सेस आपको समझ में नहीं आती, आप काफ़ी डायरेक्ट हो। तो आप किसी ने आपको कुछ बोल दिया, आपको खराब लगा, आपने कुछ और सोच लिया, आपने वापस बोल दिया उस बंदे को कि, या फिजिकल हो गए, उसको मार दिया, ये कर दिया, वो कर दिया। तो मुझे लगता है मेन प्रॉब्लम तब होता है कि जब ये कॉम्प्लेक्स आपके अंदर अच्छी तरह से पक जाए, और उसके बाद आप जब ग्रो कर रहे हो, उसके साथ आपके साथ वो ग्रो करती है। तो जब मैं कॉलेज में आया, I came out into the real world, so to speak, उधर थोड़ा सा I started realizing that there are some certain problems, in different dimensions of my life to do with something, and it was a lack of confidence. और वो थोड़ा और आगे जाके those things became clear कि क्या है तुम्हारा lack of confidence and how can it affect you. काफ़ी serious implications होते हैं, वो बाद में ही पता चलता है। By then it is pretty clear what has happened, but it has happened so long ago. उसी टाइम पे दिल्ली में I think I also met a lot of other people. तब वो there were a lot of string of incidents हो रहे थे. I think with these African students,
right.
There were some lynchings.
Yeah.
1-2 urban legends थे, और urban legends मुझे बहुत interesting लगती है.
Correct.
Because they are the modern mythology जो है शहरों की.
किस तरीके के urban legends?
Africans खाते हैं ह्यूमन में।
हाँ, उस तरीके की चीजें, हाँ, राइट।
जो मैंने एक बहुत अलग जगह में सुनी है। मैंने बॉम्बे में भी यही सुनी है, मैंने दिल्ली में भी सुनी है।
ये इंडिया में एक बहुत बड़ा एक वो बना हुआ है।
हाँ। और ये हमारे क्रू के अंदर भी, आई वोंट मेंशन, बट
अच्छा।
पहले there were these murmurings कि नहीं यार ये तो सच है, नहीं तो you have to
मतलब लोग बहुत कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ बिलीव
है।
करते हैं, बहुत कन्विंस्ड है। हाँ,
Convinced
ये
है।
बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग चीज है, लोग बहुत कन्विंस्ड है इस चीज को लेके कि ये होता है।
कन्विंस्ड है।
हाँ।
और अगर आप देखोगे तो ये एक डिमेंशन है हमारी अदरिंग की। आप वेज हो, आप नॉन वेज हो, आप ये हो, आप वो है, फलाना कुत्ता खाता है, फलाना मटन खाता है, तुम तो मच्छी खाते हो,
करेक्ट,
ये जो खाते हैं इसके जब ये खाना बनाते हैं उनके मतलब किचन से बदबू आती है, ये तो आदमी खाता है। तो मतलब डिविजन्स बनी हुई है। और ये सब चीजें अगर हम देखें तो देयर आर डिफरेंट डिमेंशन। तो मुझे हमेशा ये पता नहीं एक अफिनिटी सी होने लगी और एक फियर सा भी होने लगा कि यार लोग तो मुझे भी अफ्रीकन कहते थे,
राइट,
यू नो। तो देयर इज एन अफिनिटी एंड अ फियर एट द सेम टाइम ऑफ दिस डिस्क्रिमिनेशन। और स्टोरीज जो है ये ऐसे ही बिल्ड होती हैं, तो इट टुक सम टाइम एंड आई थिंक दैट इज वेयर द रूट ऑफ दिस स्टोरी टेक्स प्लेस। और but the reason why it's a dark comedy again is that seriousness हमें हमेशा encourage यही किया गया कि don't take it seriously यार, और comedy एक defense mechanism हो जाती है। It's our best weapon to fight against any kind of, you know. तो इसीलिए dark comedy।
Did you ever think about कि इसको एक अफ्रीकन इंसान की कहानी बनाने की जगह एक इंडियन, एक डार्क स्किन इंडियन की तौर पे बताई जाए?
सोचा था, बट दैट इज वेयर द इमेज ऑफ इट कम्स इन, क्योंकि उसमें अफ्रीकन आदमी की कहानी जो है उसमें ये सोसाइटल स्टोरीज भी रैप्ड है, जैसे कि मैं अभी बता रहा था, लिंचिंग्स। सो इट इज ग्राउंड इन पॉलिटिकल फैक्ट, दिल्ली में हुए हैं बहुत सारे।
हाँ, मतलब मुझे ये लगता है कि जो चीज़ है ना, मतलब विच इज़ व्हाई आई वाज आल्सो वेरी इंटरेस्टेड इन वाचिंग योर फिल्म, क्योंकि ना ये चीज़ें जब हुई थी ग्रेटर नोएडा में हुई थी, राजीव चौक मेट्रो स्टेशन पे हुई थी,
करेक्ट,
एंड दे वर so fucking vile. They were so fucking vile that I have always thought that it's crazy that we have as a society not properly acknowledged it. We have not spoken about it. We have not apologized to the African people, because it is crazy that it happened.
It happened again,
and there were no repercussions. And it can happen again. कुछ भी there are nothing in place to prevent it from happening again.
And but that is the kind of society also, if you're looking at it, and that is why it becomes a symbol of othering overall. He is an African person, he could be 100 different kinds of people in India, you know, because we are such a diverse nation, and diversity becomes is our greatest strength, but it is also a very crucial fault line, you know, through which there are so many different things at play at any points of time. You know, so it becomes the reason why I would say Michael Okeke as a character works is because he is much more singular. You know, it's easier to point him out in an image. In a crowd of 200, you'd be like, that's the guy that doesn't fit in.
Right.
And that really seemed to me to be a strong image. और उसमें you could manifest all the different kinds of otherings that are there in society. Othering of language, othering of home, othering of food, othering of race, othering of religion, othering of whatever you call it. You know, physical stature, music, you know, whatever. You know, so it just seemed to be that perfect manifestation of everything that is what you are not.
Did you have any reservations about casting an African actor as the lead of your film?
Yeah, a lot of people laughed at me. Yeah. Full on. A lot of people, my friends.
Probably the first film in India like that, right? With an African person in the lead.
I think
Sudani from Nigeria also. I mean, Samuel who's there. It's an amazing, very beautiful film. But again, like he was a parallel lead in the film. There was a Malayali actor who was also there.
Shobit was there. Yeah.
Yes.
This is probably the main where he's definitely
first Indian film with an African person in the lead.
Yeah, where we had reservations. मतलब पहले तो काफी लोगों ने हंसा था जब हम लोग ये लिख रहे थे कि अरे can't be serious यार, हिंदी पिक्चर बना रहे हो African, so that itself entire thing is like a medium is a message, क्योंकि वो एक चीज हो गया ना, how people are reacting to the concept itself kind of proves कि क्या है the concept itself,
Right.
what the matter of the the concept itself.
Right.
तो बहुत लोग ने हंसा, lot of people laughed, a lot of people said that don't think we should do it in the first place, but thankfully we had people who believed, and believed in the fact that we should go ahead and do this. We had one more reservation, and which is a reservation which is like, who am I to talk about an
Right.
African protagonist.
Right.
उसमें जो मेन चीज है कि my perspective is that of society and the city. He is the protagonist working through it, so मतलब the entire film that way is almost turned over, and it is Delhi that is telling the story of this person going through. So it is from that perspective that I have tried to render it. तो इसमें कुछ we did have some the reservations that we did have initially were all kind of put to rest जब हम गए. We went to quite a few festivals, especially we went to a few festivals which were African festivals.
Correct.
So we met African diaspora from all over the world, and who received it extremely positively.
Yeah. Are African people around the world aware of the kind of discrimination and marginalization that African people face in India?
No.
They're not aware?
For a lot of people it was a very new thing.
मुझे लगता है जब पता चलेगा ना दुनिया में लोगों को, बहुत खतरनाक आउटरेज होगा इस वाली चीज के बारे में.
आउटरेज भी नहीं, क्योंकि मैंने कुछ लोगों से बात करी है, तो वो बोल रहे थे चाइना में भी एग्जैक्टली सेम चीज होती है, एग्जैक्टली व्हाट इज, एंड अलग अलग देशों में. तो क्या है ना इसमें,
बट लिंचिंग्स हुई है किसी देश में ऐसे? लिंचिंग्स बात उसकी है ना यार.
या
मतलब पब्लिक लिंचिंग्स हुई है यार हमारे देश में.
या
पिछले डेकेड के अंदर.
या
वो क्रेजी चीज है. वो हमारे देश में बहुत कम्युनिटीज में होती हैं. वो it's crazy that it's normalized in general.
Yeah.
Or it's not normalized, but it's accepted.
It's basically, this is the problem. There's a stand-up comedian Abhishek Upamanyu, उसका एक joke है, that discrimination वाला joke कि इंडिया में discrimination तो बहुत मतलब it's very low, क्योंकि आप एक पुलिस वाले को जाके बोलो वो मर्डर केस देख रहा है, वो रेप केस देख रहा है, वो ये देख रहा है, वो देख रहा है, कोई आके बोलेगा कि उसने मेरे को काला कहा, तो वो उल्टा आपको बोलेगा उसने तेरे को काला कहा कि तू काला है, निकल इधर से काले. दिस इज द थिंग, राइट? तो मतलब yes, when there is lynching associated to it, वो तो अलग ही मतलब लेवल चला जाता है. बट द फैक्ट इज कि बेसलाइन ये है कि डिस्क्रिमिनेशन ही तो है यार, तो और क्या है, मतलब किसी ने आके गोली तो नहीं मार दी.
बहुत बड़ा इशू नहीं है इंडिया के लिए.
यही प्रॉब्लम है.
अभी पिछले कुछ वक्त में कुछ ऐसी 2-3 इंटरेस्टिंग फिल्म्स निकल के आई हैं जो कि अलग अलग कम्युनिटीज के बारे में है, एंड अबाउट द काइंड ऑफ, जैसे अखुनी जो फिल्म थी,
लव्ड अखुनी,
है ना? आई थिंक योर फिल्म एंड अखुनी आर वेरी मच इन लाइक द सिमिलर space, just in terms of they're based in Delhi, and they're about like marginalized communities in Delhi, and काफी एक interesting intersection.
Yes, it's a beautiful intersectionality, and for Akhuni I have a separate kind of space because my mother's from the Northeast, so I've grown up in the Northeast.
Right.
I've grown up in the Northeast. I'm very familiar with the food there.
Oh.
Right. I love the food from there. And Delhi University mein, like I was staying with a whole group of Northeastern students. So we knew what that scene was.
Yeah.
Right? Ki the landlord would always come and be like, kya hai, kya bana rahe ho, aaj nikal jao.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's a brilliant thing that films like this, because that's where the diversity of this, the country and the field will come out.
एक और चीज जो मेरे को बहुत अच्छी लगी थी तुम्हारी फिल्म देखने के बाद, कि इंडियंस इंडियन लोगों में और अफ्रीकन लोगों में देयर इज वे मोर इन कॉमन दैन वी स्पीक अबाउट और रियलाइज और टॉक अबाउट, राइट? सबसे पहले तो जो चीज लाइक द थिंग दैट कम्स फ्रॉम योर पर्सनल स्पेस आल्सो, कि मैं स्किन कलर वाइज आल्सो लाइक मोर इंडियंस are dark skinned than they are fair skinned or even light skinned. More Indians are dark skinned. Both Indians and African people do face discrimination because of that around the world. Because of that is at the center of it. जैसे ही चमड़ी गोरी हो जाती है वैसे ही साथ के साथ चीजें कम हो जाती हैं. एक जो गोरा इंडियन होगा उसको कम डिस्क्रिमिनेशन फेस करना पड़ेगा बाहर जाके, ये फैक्ट है. और लोग ये चीज रियलाइज और लोग मतलब इस चीज के बारे में बात नहीं करते. बट आई स्टिल फील लाइक ऑन इंटरनेशनल लेवल I haven't really seen like a lot of brotherhood between African and Indian people. You know?
That's the main thing. मतलब ये बहुत एक इंटरेस्टिंग चीज है एक्चुअली. मैं आपको एक और कहानी बताऊंगा. मैं I was working in the States long time ago. तो एक बार मैं सैन फ्रांसिस्को में एक बस स्टॉप में बैठा हुआ था, ठीक है, मैं बस की वेट कर रहा था. और तभी भी मेरे दिमाग में मतलब ये सब मतलब पहली बार अमेरिका वगैरह गया था तो थोड़ा मतलब कॉन्शियस तो आप होते ही हो कि कहाँ हूँ क्या कैसे कंडक्ट करना चाहिए अपने आप को.
राइट.
तो मैं बस स्टॉप में बैठा था, पूरा सुनसान जगह था. तो मेरे पीछे 2 अफ्रीकन अमेरिकन लोग बैठे थे, तो काफी टाइम से हंस रहे थे.
अच्छा.
तो मुझे अनकंफर्टेबल फील हो रहा था थोड़ा बहुत. तो एक बंदा आके मुझे पूछता है कि हे मैन वेयर यू फ्रॉम. तो हंसते हुए बोलता है. तो मैं थोड़ा सा मतलब वैसे ही डरा हुआ था, लाइक आई एम फ्रॉम इंडिया. तो दोनों और हंसने लगे.
अच्छा.
तो वो बंदा आके बोलता है डैम माय इंडियन ब्रदर यू आर ब्लैकर देन वी आर. एंड आई एम लाइक ये क्या है भाई, मतलब आई डिडंट नो हाउ टू रिएक्ट. क्योंकि आपका ये होता है ना कि यार मैं तो वो देश छोड़ के आया हूँ उधर जहाँ मतलब रेसिज्म नहीं है, और इधर आके 2 अफ्रीकन अमेरिकन मुझे बोल रहे कि तो हमसे भी काला है और अब मुझ पे हंस रहे हैं. तो ये मतलब होता है ना थ्रू लाइफ दी स्मॉल थिंग्स स्टिक इन योर हेड. लेकिन मुझे हमेशा यही लगा कि नॉर्मली जो हमारे सिनेमा में जो फिल्म्स एंड स्टोरीज दैट वी से हमेशा एक ब्लैक व्हाइट पोलराइजेशन होता है, एंड दैट्स व्हाट क्रिएट्स रिलेशनशिप. लेकिन कभी ये से साउथ एशियन अफ्रीकन यू नो या साउथ ईस्ट एशियन साउथ एशियन वो इंटरसेक्शनैलिटी कभी आई नहीं है.
हाँ. और मतलब मजा तो इसी चीज में है यार.
मजा उसी चीज में.
रंग बिरंगा देश है हमारा, इतनी रंग बिरंगी दुनिया है. सिर्फ दिल्ली के अंदर ही जैसे अखुनी और दिल्ली डार्क की तो सबसे बड़े एग्जांपल है.
करेक्ट.
कि व्हेन you start like telling stories about different types of people, it's all the more fun to watch. सिर्फ दिल्ली के अंदर कितने सारे अलग-अलग तरीके के लोग हैं.
आप मजनू का टीला जाओ, there are certain places there which don't look like they're in Delhi.
Not at all.
You know, आप फिर उधर जाओगे बहरौली archaeological complex, आपको कहीं और ही आप चले जाओगे. You know, so this variation, this intersectionality of different people coming together, that is life, and that is
life. And I think that's also a big reason for why a film like All We Imagine Is Light was so successful, because that was मतलब बॉम्बे की हमने बहुत कहानियां देखी हैं, राइट?
Angles.
This was story about like you know Malayali people living in Mumbai, and again how their lives and their cultural background intersect with that city.
Right.
I think वो जितना ज्यादा हम लोग डाइवर्सिटी लेके आएंगे ना उतना ज्यादा मजा आएगा यार फिल्में देखने में. वरना ये कहानियां तो देख ली ना, दिल्ली के लोगों की कहानियां देख ली बहुत सारी, मुंबई के लोगों की कहानियां देख ली.
और दिल्ली में भी मतलब अगर हम देखें तो हमने मतलब there are a lot of great stories that have been made in say पुरानी दिल्ली.
करेक्ट.
बन चुकी है, राइट? या you see the time lapse of the Hanuman flyover, वो जा रहा है हर कुछ मतलब the slick. तो ये हमारा effort even from our side was कि show other you know so
I really liked that कि मतलब the fact that you जो वो इंस्टीट्यूट में पढ़ रहा होता है, that's such a Delhi thing.
मतलब वो जैसे वो flex चिपकाया you know the shady you know institute.
yes जो वो पूरा जो उसकी वो ड्रग डीलिंग जो चल रही होती है.
correct it is very like done in a very normal way. It's not that you know gangster वो बंदूक निकल के अब you know 2 bricks of drugs are going to be exchanged, वो सब कुछ नहीं है. You know, done in the regular life of how it happens in every city.
And it's crazy that there are so many African people in Delhi actually. We don't realize again, but there is such a big African diaspora in Delhi. And yeah, I mean, it's crazy that they barely ever get any representation in the mainstream media.
There is another actor, and this is I'm very inspired by this story, and you know, I'm working on a short around this entire story. So this other person, Michael Igwe, who plays another character. I happened to catch a little bit of a conversation he was having with another actor on set. राइट इन बिटवीन शॉट्स, और उसको पूछा जा रहा था कि, और वो मतलब 10-15 साल से इंडिया में है और वो बॉम्बे में रहता है और वो काफ़ी मूवीज कर चुका है और मूवी शोज, मतलब he's been struggling and working well and doing all of that, doing the whole, you know, Bombay thing. And he was being asked ki, what are the names of the roles and what are the characters? And he was like, a lot of them have just been like Fighting Man 1, you know, Villain 3, you know, things like that. So there is, मतलब उसमें भी एक story है. You know, the fact that a lot of the, you know, characters are kind of kept at the fringes there.
Right. How long have you been working on this film?
Oh, it's taken a significant part of my life. But I started writing in 2020.
2020.
Yeah, started writing in 2020.
So 5 years, now you're finally releasing it.
Yes.
From writing to finally the actual release, it's taken 5 years.
Yes.
And how long this was the production part of it?
We shot our first schedule for 28 days.
Okay.
Then we did about 3 to 4 days of, you know, extra shoots here and there when we did some shots. You know, so.
Okay, got it. And did you self-finance the film?
Friends and family.
Friends and family.
Yeah.
How did you go about approaching just the production part of it? Since this was your first film. Feature film. Have you done short films before this?
Yeah, I used to shoot a lot of stuff around Delhi again, but वो मैं अपने आप डब्बे में बंद करके रख देता हूँ.
Oh, you never put it out anywhere. No. Sure, you made shorts.
Yeah.
Sketches. etc. Comedy sketches. And
just developing this whole like over of stuff around Delhi, you know, to do with different kinds of. They usually have elements of dark comedy, satire, magic realism, psychedelia.
Understood.
These 3-4 things. That's the vibe. And trying to put something together like this. You know.
Got it. So this was your first feature film directly. You did not go the like Bombay route, कि मतलब Bombay जाके finances ढूंढना producer. Did you try that?
You know, I've tried that with other scripts before.
Okay.
But I knew that this is something that the tonality is such that someone will not be able to get.
हाँ.
वो स्क्रिप्ट पढ़ के समझ नहीं पाएगा.
और ऊपर से बॉम्बे का प्रोड्यूसर जब पहली चीज ही देखेगा कि एक अफ्रीकन कैरेक्टर की कहानी है, वो वहीं के वहीं कैंसिल हो जाएगी.
और मेरे पास उतनी डायरेक्टोरियल एक्सपीरियंस भी नहीं है कि कोई मुझे डायरेक्ट करने की चांस भी दे. तो ये मतलब अपने आप ही हो सकता था. तो ओनली थिंग्स दैट वी डिड हैव गोइंग फॉर अस इज कि मैं प्रोडक्शन करता था दिल्ली में. तो छोटे बड़े जितने भी मतलब एड फिल्म्स, टीवी शोज जो भी है, मैं लाइन प्रोडक्शन मैनेजमेंट ये सब मैं करता था. तो मुझे बेसिक्स, दैट्स हाउ आई यूज्ड टू फाइंड माय सेल्फ क्लोज टू फिल्म सेट्स.
राइट.
यू नो,
जैसे दिल्ली के कुछ फिल्म में दैट यू हैव वर्कड ऑन.
नो फिल्म्स. आई हैव डन स्टफ फॉर लाइक ZTV आती थी तो मैं उनके लिए करता था.
ओके.
और बाहर के कुछ टीवी शोज आते थे उनके लिए करता था.
अंडरस्टूड.
यू नो, छोटे मोटे एड्स आते थे उनके लिए करता था. कॉर्पोरेट फिल्म्स आते थे उनके लिए करता था. तो इट्स बीन लाइक दैट, यू नो. एंड थ्रू दैट यू गेट टू नो कि अच्छा कौन कितना टाइम ले रहा है शूट करने में, क्या होता है, क्या सिस्टम है, क्या नहीं है. एंड देन यू कैन स्टार्ट फिगरिंग आउट कि क्या नेसेसरी है, क्या नहीं है. बिकॉज कुछ मुझे इतने बड़े प्रोडक्शंस लगते थे कि मतलब आपको पता ही नहीं है कि एक्शन कहाँ हो रहा है.
राइट.
मतलब डायरेक्टर कहीं बैठा हुआ है और एक्टर कहीं और बैठा हुआ है, पता नहीं. देयर इज अ वॉल ऑफ मॉनिटर्स एंड बीच में 1000 लोग मतलब बात कर रहे हैं और बाहर भी क्रू इतनी बड़ी है, सारे वॉकी टॉकीज चल रहे हैं, सब कुछ चल रहा है.
प्रोडक्शंस पे
इधर
ZTV की प्रोडक्शंस पे भी
चलती है. अच्छा, ह्यूज ब्लोटेड क्रूज. तो एक्शन कहाँ हो रहा है वो समझ में नहीं आता है. यू नो. तो बिकॉज वी कम फ्रॉम लाइक थिएटर एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट, दैट्स द बेसिक थिंग, यू नो. सो यू विल बी लाइक अच्छा चलो इतना प्रॉक्सिमिटी में इंटरेक्शन होगा, यू नो, रीडिंग करेंगे, बातचीत करेंगे, ये सब होगा. तो वो यू नो हाउ टू देन कि चलो यार इसको इवेट करते हैं, लेट्स सी, दिस इज नॉट नेसेसरी, दैट इज नॉट नेसेसरी. work with a smaller team where everyone knows their responsibilities.
Correct.
Right? कि ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए पेन गिरा और 8 बंदे गए उधर उसको उठाने.
Yeah.
You know, और किसी ने उठाया ना भी नहीं. Because everyone is confused कि कौन उठाएगा.
किसका काम है?
You know. तो ये करके तो the advantage हमने देखा कि you work backwards with what you have. So that's how we are confident कि हमने एक ऐसी फिल्म बनाई जो स्केल में तो it will match up in terms of scale and production level and all of that. Also, we didn't want to make anything glossy. There were intentional elements ki the cinematography of the film that Karthik has done is we worked a lot on the look and we worked a lot on like bringing down, because you can't talk about a subject such as supposed ugliness by making it look beautiful, you know. You can't like अब इतना अगर आपने सब इसको well lit कर दिया तो आप क्या ही बात करोगे कि there are imperfections in society, you know. तो काफी इसमें हमें लाइक हमारे कलर पैलेट्स वगैरह भी हम वैसे ही करते थे कि जो है हकीकत में उसी को हम करेंगे, उसी को हम समटाइम्स मतलब ये हमारी इंटरनल डिस्कशंस भी होते थे बिकॉज़ लॉट ऑफ पीपल बी लाइक ये तो अच्छा कलर पैलेट है ही नहीं, तो लाइक तो यही तो चॉइस है. नाइस. क्योंकि यही कलर पैलेट है एंड समटाइम्स रिजल्ट्स यूज्ड टू लुक वेरी शॉकिंग ऑन कैमरा कि यार ये अच्छा नहीं दिख रहा है, तो ये लाइक यही तो चाहिए. You know, so that is a fine tightrope actually that you're walking.
Yeah, it is a fine tightrope.
It's a very fine tightrope.
Yeah.
तो उसी में challenges हैं. तो how, because अगर आप normal हमारे world को देखो तो आप देखोगे कि यार sense of say wall painting में आप देख लो या street जो no I'm not saying street art per se, I'm saying but more grassroots stuff. There is a very kitschy, not well done aesthetic. जिसको रेप्लिकेट करना बहुत डिफिकल्ट है. करेक्ट. द लैक ऑफ टेस्ट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू रेप्लिकेट एंड वी वर गोइंग फॉर दैट कि वी वांट टू शो द लैक ऑफ सो कॉल्ड टेस्ट. राइट एंड जब तक आप वो नहीं दिखा पाओगे देन बिकॉज आप नहीं कर सकते, आप यू कांट मेक इट लुक प्रिटी एंड देन से कि ओ यू नो आई थिंक देयर इज अ वेरी बिग डिस्कनेक्ट देयर.
You know, this is something that I have lately noticed in a lot of films and shows directed by black directors. Ki this lack of like supposed beauty, especially by lighting, is something that you will find missing there. For example,
right.
in Sinners, if you see, the faces are not lit up at all.
Right.
You saw Sinners?
I haven't seen it yet, but there was another film called The Atlantics that won at Cannes a few years ago. Very similar aesthetic. Yeah, very similar. In fact, even मतलब आप अगर उसका set design वगैरह भी देखो. And for us, there was one more layer is that we also wanted to show it realistic, but there's an image of the mythology, the urban mythology. So there will be a slightly cartoony vibe to everything.
Right.
You know, so that slightly larger than life burlesque vibe is there, which kind of draws from Indian comedy, you know, loud performances, like those kind of things, which are nice, you know, loud yet realistic. There's a balance to be had everywhere.
Correct.
Those things I really enjoy.
Right. जब एक नया इंसान फिल्म बना रहा होता है, सबसे पहले तो इसी चीज से इंटिमिडेट हो जाता है कि भाई like I don't know how to do things because I have never been on let's say a film set. You know, even if somebody is well aware of everything, they know what to do, they won't know what to tell their story, even if they raised money, but they don't know how to start. So how do they do that?
I think the basics, you know, see, because I've been on a lot of ad shoots and all, कहने को it's the same thing, but I don't think it's the same thing because, you know, like there's a very big difference in the way of the blocking and you know the durations themselves, so dialogues can never be a certain, you know, and if you look at edits also, ad films usually are duration driven, तो एक second के shots maximum वैसे ही blocking करते हैं.
Correct.
Right, so all of that. So it's a good question. I think the main thing that you have to look at is you have to have confidence on your script. The script was the main thing that will drive everything else. So luckily the one thing that we did do was we spent a lot of time on pre-prod. So we made sure our casting process was very intense, and our process of working with the actors, like there was no actor, even someone who came for say 5 seconds, we did the proper workshops with them.
Acha.
So we went properly, and there was no situation ki acha extra or will land up on set on that day. क्योंकि ये मैंने बहुत देखा है कि अरे हाँ वो देख लेंगे उसका this thing. So no, we made sure, because another thing जो है ना कि when faces and people, like India is a crowded country. It's a loud country. Delhi is a loud, crowded city. There are faces everywhere. Those faces will become the production design for your film. Those characters, like wherever you go, मतलब दिल्ली में मतलब खाली जगह तो मतलब कम ही मिलता है. आप पार्क में भी जाके बैठोगे तो आपको लोग दिख ही जाएंगे. So that was our basic motto कि we are going to create this universe through the people, that come in it. And our production, coming back to production, once we knew कि the dialogues are flowing well and the people interacting, जहाँ सबसे बड़ा lack of confidence होता है नए डायरेक्टर के लिए, वो होता है कि blocking, shot blocking and all of that. But for me, I was very clear about what I wanted. I wanted strong performances. I wanted the dialogue to hold. I want the world to hold because of the people, right? So we never went for anything that was very complex in terms of the blocking, because the story is such, it needs people interacting. So there are no shots that are kind of complex in their execution per se. So keeping in mind that your strength is the story and your strength is performance, you go ahead with that. Like when we started, for example, the first day we were shooting, there were certain shots that were suggested कि हम लोग ऊपर जाके इधर से लेते हैं cloud. I was like, we will go with whatever is, then that we will figure out as we go. That language will be created and it will be simple. But within the simplicity, we will work a lot on performance, work a lot on interaction, work a lot on those other details that come in. So that's what gave me most confidence, that we will not try anything high funda. The story does not demand people jumping off like, roofs and all of that, So our essential thing was bringing the script to life. And that's the main thing. Baki, what I would say from a first time director's perspective, I was also producing on set. So, agar koi bahar...
You were the main producer of the film?
Yeah.
Matlab, there was no other person who
There was an EP.
There was an EP.
There was an EP. But when matters were escalated, and there were lots of times when matters escalate, you have to move from the floor to wherever the gate or, wherever the matter is. Ki kuch
you also shot a lot of the film, you shot in like guerrilla also, right?
Parts of it we shot guerrilla.
Because I felt like कुछ एक scenes में मेरे को लगा था जैसे even when he is sitting at like a bus stop, और पीछे वो fairness cream की ad लगी होती है शायद, right?
Yeah.
So I felt like the fairness cream thing was done in post.
Yeah.
है ना?
Yeah.
और वो वैसे वाले shots मेरे को लग रहा है आपने गुरिल्ला में लिए होंगे.
Yeah. So there are certain things that we did, but a majority obviously we had to do properly.
Proper permission वगैरह लेके. How big was the crew?
We tried to keep on certain days where it really demanded, सब कुछ मिला के it would go up to 60, 75, 80, but that also across different setups. But a lot of the crews.
So it was still like a decent level production.
But that was only for a few. Then there were certain days like there'd be 15. Then there were days that were 5.
मतलब बात
so we've gone that entire gamut.
The whole range.
Yeah. And we tried to kind of scale down.
50-60 लोगों का भी आपका crew हो गया तो आपको फिर proper तरीके से पूरा cordon वगैरह करके एरिया तभी shoot करना पड़ेगा.
हाँ, a lot of the places we shot and controlled these things. Like for example, when we had to take a whole place, we had to we were all shooting indoors. तो उधर ही हम लोग 2-3 setup लगा के उधर ही कर रहे थे. And this is like 80 again. So this brings me back to that whole thing, right? The normal structure of the industry is such कि for everything there will be like say 5 people for production minimum, 5 people drivers तो आपको 5 लगेंगे, and it starts from there. So 5 people driving, 5 people production, 5 people at least for the light crew, your cast will be another 5 people, you know, so ऐसे करके you start building up your setting boys, carpenters, etc. So I'm talking about the whole course of the day. अगर कोई आके निकल भी गया after doing the setting and all, through the course of the day 80 people have come and gone.
Understood.
You know, but the aim is obviously to get that down to 15. You know, that would be ideal. And there were some days which is like, you know, we were just like 10 people. You know, yeah, that range is great. That range is a very good feeling, you know, because there are certain things which you can't do with a big crew.
Yeah.
They're just impossible to do. You will never be able to make it happen. Just because having a big crew around everyone is like automatically like, अरे ये कौन आ गया? And naturally the bluster of film sets वो होता ही है, बहुत लोग घुसते ही हैं पहले like इतने चौड़ में ऐसे पता नहीं क्या करने आ गए. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So and that becomes problematic because wherever you shoot you must make sure that you know that you respect the people around, you respect the communities that you're shooting in. That becomes number one. And very often like you know you see misbehavior. I have seen personally on other productions as well कि
जो लोग मतलब
तोड़ दिया कुछ, कैसे भी घसीट दिया, कहीं भी शूट कर रहे हैं, you know, किसी को बोल दिया सामान्य लोग, अरे क्या देख रहा है, you know, those kind of things.
बड़े
you have to
प्रोडक्शन में तो होता
respect,
ही है,
you know, yeah, you have to respect, you know, and I think if you can do that, then you can get a lot achieved. Because क्या होता है, like if you're when you're in need, you know, when you're in a community and you know, suppose तुम्हें कुछ चाहिए to make the shot work. Very often the neighbors in the next house used to be like, आपको क्या चाहिए, हम लेके आके देते हैं. वो वाला scene है, and they will find you the right things. That is the most beautiful thing because, and those things no production design department can create for you. You know, so it becomes a very beautiful mix of almost like going planting yourself in real places, real locations, and then like creating fiction there. You know, which is a great feeling also.
Why was like Delhi such an important part for the story for you?
Well, it's Delhi is overall my muse. I've done a lot of stuff. Like I've created horror show on Delhi.
Horror show?
Yeah, I like.
You've written it?
No, this was the first thing I ever
chukka.
created. Yeah. So I've shot in different corners of the city, which are now like, you know, like in old monuments, things like that. I have footage of the city, which is like, I don't think anyone will have now. And
really?
Yeah. I've shot in different, every nook and cranny of the city. I just feel like it's a beautiful city. It has so many, it has all the chaos. It has all that stuff which is rough and in your face. But at the same time, I think it has a very, quietly, it has a very chaotic spirituality to it, you know, which is beautiful. You know, and it has history, right? It has so much history just going through the city, you're going through it and you're like, इधर एक मॉन्यूमेंट दिख गया, आपको पता भी नहीं है उसमें क्या है, उधर कौन लोग रहे हैं.
कभी तो गलियों में चल रहे हो आप और आपको एकदम से कुछ दिख जाएगा.
Correct, you know, and that is, it's not possible not to be inspired by it.
True.
Because there's so many different aspects to it. You want to like, again, like I was saying, you know, you want to do a love story, great backdrop. You want to do a horror story, amazing backdrop. You know, you want to do psychological thriller, again, there's aspects of it. It's so trippy.
Yeah.
You know? So,
do you feel Delhi has not been utilized by Hindi cinema properly?
No, I feel it has. Of course it has, but I think there's a lot more to it.
That could be done.
Lot more.
Yeah.
I think it has been. There's been some amazing movies done. But I think there's a lot more there.
What are according to you, what are some of the best Delhi films that have been made?
I love Delhi 6.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because there's certain aspects of it there which are kind of like go into the magic reel, you know. And what else? What are the other big Delhi movies? I wouldn't say
Oye Lucky Lucky.
Oh, fantastic. Amazing. Ghosla is beautiful. Oye Lucky Lucky is beautiful. And those are like so textured. It's almost, it's very difficult to do.
Yeah.
You know. Even Vicky Donor for that matter was
it's a great Delhi film.
You know, different kind of language, but like, you know.
Have you seen Rajnigandha?
I haven't, but I love the song. I love the song.
Rajnikanta.
Yeah.
But that's
one of my
also
uncles
very
went
good.
crazy to that song. Like he fell in love with someone and then he used to keep playing the song to himself all the time.
the other one.
Yeah.
Understood.
Yeah.
But Rajnikanta is also a very good Delhi film. मतलब मेरे लिए Rajnikanta, I think was the first time when I saw Delhi during that time. कि मतलब 80s का Delhi.
Okay, right.
80s or whatever, late 70s की फिल्म है वो शायद.
Right.
और वो पहली फिल्म थी शायद जो मैंने उस टाइम की देखी थी और वो मेरे लिए बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग था कि इंडिया गेट की सीन है, कनॉट प्लेस की सीन है.
Right.
तो उस वक्त का. और उसके बाद फिर मैंने देखी थी चश्मे बद्दूर.
Okay. Also
Sai
beautiful.
Paranjpi.
Yeah. Also beautiful.
That's also an amazing Delhi film,
Yeah.
just in terms of how it captures Delhi, and it's so great to see. मेरे को बहुत पसंद है ये ऐसी वाली फिल्में देखना.
Yeah.
वो जो पुराने वक्त की दिल्ली फिल्म्स है ना,
Yeah.
उनको एक शशि कपूर की फिल्म है न्यू दिल्ली टाइम्स के नाम से.
I haven't seen it yet.
That's also a very good
Is
Delhi.
it a merchandise production? नहीं कुछ और है.
No. That's not a merchant ivory productions. But पर वो भी मतलब थोड़ा ऐसे similar zone में थी in terms of like it was also like a very proper, like it was like a parallel cinema film only. Very urban film also. It's about a journalist, and yeah, very good film.
Also, a lot of literature about Delhi, like you know, like Khushwant Singh's Delhi and all will take
Yes.
you through different, like it's beautiful.
Yeah.
You know, so many different aspects of it.
और
like,
ये जो अपना
Dalrymple भी
Dalrymple,
वो
yes.
भी लिखता है. You
Yeah.
know, so many different like stories here.
Yeah. What are some films that you really like?
So I don't know why, but this name always comes out. Like one of my favorite filmmakers is an anime filmmaker, Satoshi Kon.
Yes.
So I like, he is one person that I like because I remember everything that is there, you know, in all his work, right? I think a master storyteller, you know. Herzog is another, because all his like movies are missions, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, everything is a mission.
Yeah.
Right.
Watching that documentary, if you've seen Burden of Dreams.
Yeah.
That's about
Yeah.
his making of Fitzcarraldo.
Yeah.
और उसमें हर्जोग एक बात बोलता है. वो बोलता है कि क्योंकि वो फिल्म में बड़ी दिक्कतें हुई थी ना बनने में.
हाँ वही.
काफी लोग इश्यूज क्रिएट करे थे उस फिल्म के बनने में. तो एक पॉइंट पे काफी बार ऐसा हुआ कि शायद वो नहीं बन पाएगी. तो वो एक पॉइंट पे बोलता है कि लाइक something along the lines of that, if I have to make this film, no matter what happens, I have to finish this film, because if I don't finish my film, then I'm abandoning my dreams, and a man is nothing without his dreams. What is a man? I wouldn't be a man without my dreams.
Yeah.
I thought it's such a, मतलब हर्जोग को देख के ना passion समझ आता है कि भाई
passion
कि मतलब
passion is that's number one, like, and he has no rules, right? Like that's the beauty of you know, for someone who's done everything from the classic to the you know, he's done all genres, all formats, sab kuch.
Correct.
And he's done it so wonderfully, and yet he has no like कुछ भी
एक तरीके से लोगों को भी बोलता ही है, मतलब वो अपने फिल्म स्कूल में यही तो पढ़ाता है कि मतलब डोंट फॉलो एनी रूल्स.
राइट.
तो हर्जोग का जो फिल्म स्कूल है, आई डोंट नो इफ यू नो अबाउट दिस, बट ही डजंट टीच, ही हैज अ फिल्म स्कूल बट दे डोंट टीच फिल्म मेकिंग देयर.
राइट.
व्हाट दे टीच इज कि अगर तुम्हें एक फिल्म बनाने के टाइम पे परमिशंस लेनी है तो लोगों के साथ जाके कैसे जुगाड़ करना पड़ेगा. This is what they teach at the film school.
And that's wonderful, because you know, I think, you know, the theory of film you can learn from pretty much anywhere, right? But I also do see a lot of people very hung up on the theory and the language of it.
Correct. Yeah.
Rather, and that might, because I feel like institutions are great things, but they also institutionalize. They are
correct.
You know, and the amount of attention you pay to them, you should pay respect, but not be institutionalized. Because I see a lot of people who do that. They'll be like, "आप कैसे इस shot, कौन सा shot होगा? किससे शुरू करोगे? फिर उसके बाद यही आएगा." It's not a formula.
Yeah.
You know, and if you get caught in it, then you're, you know, like then all your thought is gone. Where like a lot of times, you know, even while working as like, you know, filmmaker, doing corporate work and things like that, I used to like, a lot of people used to reject because they'd be like, we want a treatment note. तो I was like, ये treatment note है, like show me the images. तो मैंने एक बार एक वो घर का पूछा तो मैं actually घर में जाके I took a cell phone photo of a drawing room and I put it there. Like this image doesn't look nice. I was like, but it's what it is.
Yeah. This is what a house looks like.
They want the reference from another movie. You know, तो लाइक अनदर मूवी का तुम लाइक क्या है, तुम क्या बना रहे हो यार. सो दैट सिचुएशन बिकम्स यू नो, एंड दैट्स बेसिकली ब्रैकेटिंग कि मैं इधर उधर नहीं देख सकता, मुझे यही चाहिए.
करेक्ट.
यू नो, सो
I think a lot of people forget and don't realize कि filmmaking at its core is basically hustling.
या
ऐसे मतलब unless तुम वो बड़ा प्रोडक्शन कुछ बना रहे हो, वो चीज़ अलग है. इवन तो उसमें भी बहुत हसलिंग और बहुत बार्गेनिंग और बहुत डिसीजन मेकिंग ऑन अ डेली बेसिस होती है. लेकिन जो अगर एक इंसान एक इंडिपेंडेंट भी छोड़ो, पर एक वासेपुर लेवल की भी कोई फिल्म बना रहा है, अनुराग कश्यप लेवल के डायरेक्टर भी, तो भी मतलब वासेपुर की मेकिंग आई थिंक उससे बेहतर कोई फिल्म स्कूल नहीं हो सकता. यू वॉच लाइक द मेकिंग ऑफ वासेपुर एंड यू सी लाइक हाउ फिल्म्स कैन एक्चुअली बी मेड and how they need to be made,
right,
just in terms of like the kind of bargaining that's required, the kind of hustling that's required on जब तुम बना रहे होते हो actually, and it's more than like shot taking and this is something I've realized lately also. मैंने कम से कम 4-5 अलग-अलग great directors के कुछ interviews देखे, coincidentally completely, where all of them were speaking about pretty much the same thing, कि a lot of filmmakers are hung up today, in today's time especially, a lot of filmmakers are hung up on अगेन शॉट टेकिंग है. यू ऑल्सो जस्ट मेंशन्ड इट कि मतलब कौन से शॉट्स होने चाहिए, क्या लेंसेज होने चाहिए. और बोलते हैं कि भाई हम लोग काम करते हैं अच्छे सिनेमाटोग्राफर्स के साथ,
right,
और ये उनका काम है, एंड वी लीव दैट अप टू देम. कौन सा लेंस यूज करना है, कौन सी लाइटिंग यूज करनी है, all of them.
Yeah, you can have a discussion and like that's sorted. Like then you have like this is what I'm looking at. Like you talk and yeah.
And so many I see so many young filmmakers, especially जो film school से pass out होते हैं. And they're like the way that they look at filmmaking, and you will see this also in a lot of like a lot of like YouTubers and Instagram creators who create content about cinema.
Yeah.
And it is basically about editing. This you should know about this editing technique. You should know about jump cut, and like nobody talks about what, like again,
the story, what is
कि मतलब at the center of it, the most important thing is that you need to have something to say. तुम्हें पता होना चाहिए तुम किस बारे में बात कर रहे हो. So many films, a lot of short films that I watch, especially जब मैं कॉलेज लेवल की शॉर्ट फिल्म कॉम्पिटिशन्स में जज कर रहा होता हूँ, तो मतलब बहुत सारे में होता है, दे आर ब्यूटीफुली मेड फिल्म्स इन टर्म्स ऑफ लाइक द टेक्निकलिटी ऑफ इट. दे आर रियली वेल मेड फिल्म्स कि मतलब बहुत सारे बढ़िया शॉट्स होंगे, लाइटिंग वाइटिंग सब बहुत बढ़िया होगी, ठीक है, थोड़े बहुत ऐसे ड्रग्स कोकेन का सीन होंगे, बट अगेन दे विल हैव नथिंग टू से. वो रिक्विएम फॉर अ ड्रीम को
रेप्लिकेट कर देंगे एक शॉट को, बट
समझ रहे हो,
बट व्हाई
रिक्विएम फॉर अ ड्रीम एरोनॉफ्स्की ने बनाई क्योंकि वो कुछ कहना चाह रहा था उस वक्त के एडिक्शन वाले कल्चर के बारे में. About again the addiction to television, to media, how it was affecting older people. He was speaking about so many things, and the same film, when somebody will be making here, or a lot of young filmmakers will be making like a film about addiction also, even if it will be a shallow film a lot of times with not really a lot to say.
I think I don't know, I don't want to get overtly critical of the Indian education system, but if you even look at the system overall, there's a lot of learning by rote, right? And there's a lot of attention to theory, and there's a lot of attention to like ये आप पढ़ लो, ये format है, ये हिस्ट्री भी आपको पढ़नी है तो पहले ये डेट याद कर लो, ये करना है, ये डेट, 10 points about this, blah blah blah. But story क्या हुआ था? What was the motivation behind what happened? And all of that, half the people don't know. वो पढ़ के they'll बड़ी puke it out on the paper and खत्म.
That's true.
So that like that
ingrained है वो हमारे अंदर.
वो है, तो अभी कौन सा आप shot use करेंगे, lighting का क्या होगा, ये उसके पहले there's another thing to it. That I think there might be a systemic situation.
Anything else you want to speak about Dibakar? Anything about the film?
I mean, I would just love to, I hope people come and watch it,
It's an amazing film. I saw it a long time ago, and I saw it on a screener. You only had shared the screener.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw it on a screener, and it's such an amazing film. It's so funny, first of all, and that was the most surprising part for me. That I wasn't expecting it to be. I don't think I knew before going in that it was a comedy, that it's a satire or it's a dark comedy. I thought, because from the stills, etc., I just assumed that it would be like a serious drama film,
right,
about an African person in Delhi. That's what, क्योंकि मेरे को लगा कि वो hate crimes और इन चीज़ों के बारे में, तो But I was so pleasantly surprised to see that it was like I felt like I was watching, almost something like a YouTube sketch from like the early days of YouTube, जब TVF और AIB वगैरह बढ़िया sketches बना रहे थे.
Yeah.
And Shantanu is also there, who was
Yeah.
there in a lot of like AIB sketches and
Yeah,
was there in Baked. So it almost felt like it was in that zone.
Yeah.
And I loved that. I loved the fact that you were making these very like strong commentaries about such an important subject, but at the same time you weren't you're not taking it that seriously in terms of that कि हाँ मतलब it's a serious topic,
Yeah.
but let's do it in a way that it's entertaining.
Yeah.
So yeah, the film is playing in theaters and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
कम
Thank you so
independent
much.
filmmakers को ये मौका भी मिलता
Yeah,
है.
yeah.
So
I'm very
I mean,
grateful.
Yeah, and I mean it's obviously there is a lot of merit in the film जिसकी वजह से ये हुआ. So I really hope that it does really well in theaters.
Thank you so
So
much.
please go watch it. Please go watch Dilli Dark in theaters. Definitely try to make an effort to go watch this film.
Yeah.
Because independent films need our support, and the fact that an independent film like this is finding a theater release is a big deal. So it's our responsibility also as film lovers to
Yeah.
go out and
OTT
support it.
पता नहीं what the scene is, but
Yeah. पर हाँ मतलब again yes absolutely क्योंकि OTT का आज के टाइम में पता नहीं है.
Yeah.
तो अगर थिएटर में रिलीज मिल रही है तो फिर उससे बेटर कोई चीज नहीं है.
Yeah.
Cool, Dibakar, thank you so much.
Thank you so much
for joining.
Absolutely.
Congratulations and all the
Thank
best.
you so much.
Looking forward to watching the film again on the big screen.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you.